Hello and happy Friday! Join us as we bring you the latest on the markets today, brought to you by FX. Here are today's financial headlines.
Amazon stock price dropped 2.4% on Thursday, closing at $205.17, as cautious Q2 guidance and tariff concerns weighed on investor sentiment. On Thursday, the S&P 500 rose 0.4% and the Dow Jones climbed 0.6%, while the Nasdaq Composite slipped 0.2%, dragged down by weakness in the technology sector. Gold slipped to around $3,210 per ounce on Friday, on track for a weekly loss of over 3%, as easing global trade tensions weakened its appeal as a safe haven. The Canadian dollar weakened to around 1.40 per USD, retreating from the 5-month high, amid dovish expectations for the Bank of Canada and lingering trade uncertainties. Bitcoin surged past $104,000 due to record-breaking inflows into Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, signaling strong institutional demand and long-term investor confidence. Now let's review the major economic events of the day. At 9 a.m., the euro area to release the balance of trade for March, following 24 billion euros in February. At 12:30 p.m., the building permits in the U.S. are expected to decrease, after reaching 1,467,000 in March. At 2 p.m., the U.S. will release figures for the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index of May, following 52.2 in April. Monday's major economic events. At 2 a.m., China to release the annual industrial production for April, following 7.7% in March. At 2 a.m., the annual retail sales in China are expected to decrease, after reaching 5.9% in March. At 8 a.m., Spain will release figures for the balance of trade of March, following a trade deficit of over €3 billion in February.
And that's it for this week's Market News Roundup, presented by FX. Thanks for joining us, and see you again next week as we bring you the latest market news and insights. We wish you a great weekend.